review Zerolemon 5000 mAh battery case for iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is the item that I ordered from Amazon. It costs about $70+ with free shipping. This is a very packed box, and inside it has a very good bubble wrap. Come with a plastic bag with a Zerolemon label, just like every other Zerolemon package. So this comes unopened, and right inside the plastic bag it has this white color box, and again it's similar like all the other Zerolemon battery case. So let me open it up. Inside has another bubble wrap with a battery case. Inside it has 3 paper documents, instruction manual, and promise document, and another weekly giveaway, which say if you register you get extra 12 months extended warranty. Right after the purchase you get a 1-year warranty, and here has another card that you could get another 1 year, in total of 2 years. So this is how the case looks like. At the bottom it has a lightning port, and then 2 openings for the speaker, and then another lightning input connector. Towards the right, these are the volume control and the mute toggle switch opening, and then the camera lens cut opening, a power button, and 4 LED light. On the right side has one button for the power on off, and let me put a iPhone 12 Pro Max into it. Sliding in. So you can see when sliding in that when almost towards the end, then the top part will bend out by itself, and so I just need to push in and then pry up the silicone. Okay, that's it. And so, and again, the rocker switch, speaker, lightning port, that should be the microphone, and then the so-called power button or the Siri button, and volume control, the cut opening of the 3 big camera sensors, and a power button to charge and discharge, charge and not charging the charge control of the phone. So the compared to a mophie case, which for the prior versions, let's say the iPhone 7 Plus, 8 Plus, those the mophie come with a 2400 or so mAh batteries, and so those battery case are slimmer, but this 5000 mAh is a little bit thicker and heavier compared to those. So it is a little bit thicker and heavier because of almost double the size for the prior iPhone 8 Plus case. So overall it's sturdy. The good design about the Zerolemon is you have extra bumps at the corner to protect the corner from dropping against the floor when you hit the floor. What's next is that I like the extra dedicated lightning port input rather than those opening battery case or phone case just in general, that you do not get an extra lightning port when you're just charging the phone directly. So the reason why I like it is because if I damage this port, at least the port in the phone is still good, rather than I have to send to some repair shop to open up the phone and repair that port. Or if the cable was attached and the entire phone drop on the floor, or get pulled accidentally by kids, let's say, at least the damage will be just on the battery case rather than the phone itself. With this, compared to the mophie battery case, for the iPhone 12 phones, again, I'm comparing to mophie because that is the only comparison that to me seems to be a comparable brand, and not those made in China, no brand battery case. So for mophie, they no longer produce a battery case that is like this design. So they have changed to a detachable battery case with a phone attachment that slide on top. So that battery, in other words, modular external battery, is not considered a battery case because it doesn't come with a case. It's just a battery module itself. So mophie changed to that design and no longer produce a battery case. Therefore, for me, the only option left for a branded battery case is just only Zerolemon. Let's go back to the mophie case comparison. The battery module that comes with the cell by mophie is still a 5000 mAh battery. However, it is using a wireless charging technology, which means you are directly connecting your phone, lightning port on your phone to charge your phone, as well as connecting to the external batteries to charge the battery. Even though the battery, to charge the battery it can be a wireless or wired charge. However, from that external battery to the phone is only a wireless charging. What that implies is that wireless charging will lose about 30% of its battery power, the 5000 mAh battery power, about 300,000 mAh that is almost the effective capacity. The other rest of the 2000 plus or so is just need to run that wireless charging circuitry to operate. So I do not like that concept of dropping about 30% of its capacity. Secondly is that removable battery module could slide off if you push it and pull it, such as I put into some bags or drop on the floor, and it could slide a little bit off when it hit the floor. Whereas for this all-in-one piece thing, at least it has a little bit of rubber coating to protect it and it will not slide. And also I like a dedicated lightning port to separate the actual component from the actual charging cable. So back to this Zerolemon case. So the buttons, because it's a rubbery button, not like the mophie, which is plastic. So in other words, the button here has a little bit of delay, a little bit more gap between the actual pressing of this button and the physical button attached to the phone. So the pressing part is a little bit so-called harder or rubbery feel compared to the prior mophie's iPhone case. So overall, I like mophie battery case a little bit more, to be honest, for prior models. but Zerolemon is not a bad brand as well. And right now, that is the only battery case that you can find in the market, compared to a Zerolemon and mophie equivalent branded 12 years of protection and reliability. So has been using it for almost a week. So the compared a little bit different than the mophie is that this is a one press charge and 3-second press hold to stop charging. As you see, one press, 4 buttons light up, which is pretty much the same as mophie, but only different is mophie have to press and hold for 3 seconds, and 4 LED lights to indicate it is charging now. And so the battery itself does, the battery case itself in Zerolemon can accept wireless charging and wired charging, even though I can take out the phone as well as put it in those wire or wireless charging. It does charge about, with wire, it does charge about 5 volt and close to 2 amp, 1.5 or so ampere of charging, which is about what they marketed as such. Currently, no phone case that can charge quick charge, which is like 10 watt, 15 watt or so. It is, except I think the newer generations for the iPhone 12 battery case, which as of last week there's only one is just newly introduced to the market. Overall, the rest of the brands, you will not find quick charging or quick wireless charging, as none of them are taking a USB-C connector, which is the requirement for fast charging to withdraw, say 9 volt, 12 volt, 15 volt, 20 volt, and it can operate at 20 watt or higher, or even 10 watt and higher. So I will still say this is the best case. If you're interested into the 10,000 milliampere hour case, I will say that is for specific need, as this case is bulky enough and heavy enough, and unless you wear jeans or put it into a purse, otherwise this case is already quite heavy by itself, and also thick. It's thicker than those 2000 plus those battery case in the earlier generations. And Zerolemon doesn't produce any more smaller battery case than this 5000 milliampere. And for iPhone 12 series, they only have 2 models. One is for 5000, one is the 10,000 milliampere hours for iPhone 12. So in other words, you only have 2 choices. In terms of the camera opening, this is nice. It's not touching the floor when you put it on the table, on the floor. The camera does show up a little bit more than the case itself, if that is a concern. And then the screen itself, there's no there's a little bit protection from the lips. It's about 0.5 millimeter extra protection around the entire lips. However, I will still recommend to put on a screen protector to protect the screen if you're putting keys in your pocket or in your purse, so the key will still scratch the screen when you are putting them together or next to each other. And this end is up to you whether you want to put any protection or not. As putting it flat, by placing it down, it doesn't touch anything again, unless you're considering putting it into the purse and the other parts are scratching it. Otherwise, this will not be a consideration. So hitting anywhere of the case, except the back of the battery, it make a solid sound, but the rest of the edge, they are making a rubbery sounds in all of them. So let's see anything else. Oh yes. What about for mophie and Zerolemon case? There always a complaint that sometimes the phone is acting up, that it will not charge the phone when you press the button, or it will not stop discharging, or when it is charging and you're connecting it, it doesn't work. For my last mophie case, I got a factory replacement, and it started acting up within a week. So I got a factory replacement for that mophie battery case within a week's time, and so the newer model doesn't act up like that until close to 9 months. That is my experience with mophie. And then for Zerolemon, so the one that I ordered from Amazon, it works perfectly. Every time I press, every time it charges, and every time I hold, and it will always stop charging. Furthermore, there are some cases that is no brand or China brand case, that using the lightning port, the wire headset might not work, or plug in the computer, it doesn't recognize. For this one, it perfectly works and everything. The headset still work, the wire headset worked, Bluetooth worked, no change in the distance in terms of the Bluetooth, and then connecting to a computer through the regular lightning port wire, regardless it's original Apple or non-original Apple, or those a computer will still able to recognize it, and iTunes still able to pick it up and do a backup, let's say. So Wi-Fi charging work, wired headset work, wired PC connection does work, and everything still work. There's no issue at all. As far as charging it, the battery doesn't get extremely hot, just a little bit warm, just like a mophie case. So I quite like it, and so I also like a slimmer top part of it, because when I put it into my pocket, at least I have a choice whether this part facing downward of the pocket, or this part facing downward of pocket, depending on how I like the sitting comfort. With this phone in my back pocket, for example, or my front pocket, either way. So at least I have a choice to put it facing down, or put the thicker part facing down if I feel the sitting is uncomfort. So that's pretty much about it. Thank you, everyone.